Hello and welcome to our latest unboxing video. I am Eliza and I'm here at the Hatfield Public Library with a really big box of kids' books. So big that if I was a sensible person, I would probably just like divide it into two videos. But it's the holidays. I want to get the books on the shelf. So I'm going to go through them really fast, starting with the new book in the Keeper of the Lost Cities book. This is called Stellar Loon by Shannon Messenger. The first one is called Keeper of the Lost Cities. I know a lot of kids, including one of my own kids, who are really into this series. It's definitely one where they read the first one and are like, okay, where are the rest? Let's see. A picture book. Perfect tree. I love it. This is what I'm talking about. We got to get these babies out on the shelf. Um, so cute. I'm going to assume this is a story about finding the perfect tree. We have Oh, this is okay. I'm sorry, I'm getting a lot of glare. This is one that I remember reading about. It's a picture book version of Frost's poem Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening, and it is illustrated by PJ Lynch. Beautiful illustrations. Nice way to introduce kids to the poem. This is maybe doesn't look Christmassy, but I think it is important to get this one out because it is a book on how to cook super good cookies for kids. This is by Jeff. No, I'm sorry, not Jeff. Duff Goldman. And yay, oh my gosh, this looks fun. This makes me just want to take it home and open it with my kids and let them, pick a recipe. Hopefully, with a cookbook in general, that can be pretty dangerous, but hopefully with a kid-friendly cookbook, you can let them pick a recipe and it will be reasonable. We have a new Pinkalicious book, Pinkalicious and the Holiday Sweater. This is like a good book for kids learning to read. Oh my gosh, we have Happy Llamakkah. This is perfect. As I'm recording this yesterday, I think was the first day of Hanukkah, so this is good timing to get this out. And this is by Laura Gehl. And yes, look, Hanukkah with llamakas. So fun. We have another Christmas book, The Littlest Night Before Christmas, illustrated by Mary Engelbreit. I personally am just a really big Mary Engelbreit fans. I don't think I ever appreciated her before I had kids myself. I think I wasn't like that excited by her illustrations, but they just go so well with kids and they're so friendly and she's such a good storyteller. Really appreciate her as someone who I've read a lot of her books to my kids. Farmhouse. This is by Sophie Blackall. Oh, another favorite of mine as far as author illustrators. And this looks like I'm gonna guess it's the story of a house. Yeah, 12 children. Oh my goodness. Look at these nice end papers. So many Christmas books. Okay, we're getting these out as soon as possible. We have How to Catch a Reindeer. um by Alice Walstead and Andy Elkerton. Um, Not a Christmas book. This is called I Can Explain by Shinsuke Yoshitake. And oh no, it kind of looks like the kid is picking his nose. So I'm guessing he gets accused of something and like has to like explain it. I feel like this is a circumstance that kids end up in a lot. We have Frindleswylde by Natalie and Lauren O'Hare. And this is a story. Um, it's sort of like, it sounds like it's sort of a fairy tale, a wintry fairy tale. Perfect. I love this illustration. Ooh, so exciting. We have Like by Annie Burroughs. I'm a big Annie Burroughs fan and Leo Espinosa. And I like that he's sitting on the title. It does make the title hard to read. I figured it out. Ooh, I almost get like the book Triangle. I almost get that a little bit of that vibe from the illustrations, more colorful. And this is about um hmm hmm sounds like it sounds like this is what humans are like. What makes a human? Perfect. We have The Sour Grape by Jory John and Pete Oswald. We love The Bad Seed, The Good Egg. There have been a couple. Honestly, The Bad Seed is still my favorite, but I am totally up for The Sour Grape. We have The Coquies Still Sing. And this is a story by Katrina Nicole Gonzalez. Oh, I remember reading about this one. So this is about a girl who I guess in Puerto Rico, her home is destroyed by a hurricane, and then it's sort of about rebuilding afterwards. Again and again, these natural disasters are all over the place. Kids are going to hear about them in the news. Hopefully, not experience them. Picture books sometimes are a great way to talk about everything. Okay, we have okay, this is a big one, a big release. We have the new Jan Brett, Cozy in Love. Looks so sweet. Um, and Jan Brett, very distinctive style of illustration. Lots of times has these wonderful borders along the side. We have Blue Bison Needs a Haircut by Scott Rothman, illustrated another Pete Oswald, and I can confirm Blue Bison really needs a haircut. This sounds great because sometimes as a parent, you have a child who really needs a haircut and they don't want to get one. So another great opportunity to have a picture book sort of help tell kids stories that will help them with their lives. Okay, so that I think is all the picture books. So we're going to just real quick go through some chapter type books. We have A Different Kind of Normal um, by Abigail Balfe. So this is great. This is a graphic memoir. I think it's nonfiction. Let me see. Pretty sure. Yeah, my real life, completely true story about being unique. And so this is by an autistic author who's writing about that experience specifically for kids, which is just wonderful. We really need that. We have Cat Kid Comic Club collaborations, a new one by Dave Pilkey, the very popular Dave Pilkey. We have Maybe an Artist by Liz Montague. This is another graphic memoir. Great, very accessible for kids. Great way to learn about different people's lives. In this case, um, about a girl who wants to be an artist and was looking to make the art world more inclusive to people who look like her. Okay, we have, this is a nice thick chapter book. It is Cinda Williams Chima, Children of Ragnarok. It says this is in the Runestone saga. I'm not as familiar with this series. It might even be a new series. Nope, no. Hmm, hmm. It's not being super straightforward, but I would say maybe it's a new series. Definitely Cinda Williams Chima has been a very popular author. Um, it's blurbed on the back by Megan Whelan Turner, who wrote The Thief. Okay, we have Yasmin. I think we have another Yasmin book. This is like perfect early chapter books, very accessible for kids learning to read. Um, so this is called Yasmin Figures It Out, and it's written by Saadia Faruqi. We have Swift and Hawk Cyber Spies by Logan Max. Woo! This looks like a sort of thriller page turner. It says two friends, a master of artificial a master of artificial intelligence and a master of robotics. Hmm. So it seems like maybe they end up in this world where they have these code names and they have to like do a lot of spy stuff. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have The Midnight Club, a Christopher Pike novel. So this was written many years ago, but they just made a TV show version on Netflix. I actually watched it while I was home with COVID and I really enjoyed the whole thing. And I was really sad to learn they're not going to have a second season, but if you're watching TV, I still recommend the first season. I think it stands alone. And also if you want to go back in time, you can read the original book that inspired the show. We have Alan Grant's 2 Degrees. This is says a planet in crisis. Time is running out. Could be fiction or nonfiction. In this case, it is fiction. Alan Grant's has written other chapter books like Refugee, and this is about 3 different climate disasters and 4 kids who all end up swept up in their effects. Again, hopefully this won't be um, too close to home, but good. There's a lot of anxiety, and I think it's good for kids to have access to these stories. Okay, 2 more books. We have Morning Sun in Wuhan. Oh, interesting. We've started getting some COVID novels for adults. I think this is one of the first I've seen for kids. This is by Ying Chang Compostine, and this is about someone living on the ground in the Wuhan community where there was first an outbreak of COVID. Um, a 13-year-old girl. Gosh, I feel like even as an adult, that would be really interesting because I can't really imagine what that was like. And then we have Violet and Jobby in the Wild by Lynn Ray Perkins. This looks like maybe it's an animal story. Because I see all the animals on the cover. Um, oh, so they're brothers and sisters who live in a human house and then end up having to leave and go out in the wild. So I think the brother and sister are like on the cover, you can see these 2 mice. I think that's them. So they were like happy living in a human house. Maybe somebody set a mouse trap and they had to get out of there. So that was my very big box. Believe me, that was almost completely full. So we did really good with that. We went through those really fast, and I will be back soon with more.